Hello friends, I'm Vernon. Let me tell you about heart disease symptoms over 60 from my personal experience. 3 years ago, I woke up in a hospital bed after what doctors called a silent heart attack. The shocking part? I had no idea it was happening. No dramatic chest clutching, no sudden collapse, just subtle heart problems in elderly people like me that I dismissed as normal aging. The doctor told me something I'll never forget. Nearly 45% of heart attacks in people over 60 can happen silently, with early warning signs of heart attack after 60 so subtle they're often ignored until it's too late. Today, I'm sharing the 5 heart attack signs in seniors I wish I'd recognized before my own heart crisis struck. Warning sign number 3 is particularly dangerous because it's so often confused with something completely harmless. If you've experienced unexplained chest pain in older adults or unusual shortness of breath seniors frequently face, but ignore, my story could save your life. Heart disease remains the #1 killer of adults over 60, but what makes it truly dangerous is how quietly it can develop. According to the American Heart Association, up to 60% of heart attacks in people over 85 can occur with minimal or atypical symptoms, what doctors call silent heart disease. My own story began with symptoms I brushed off for months. Looking back, the signs were there, but I didn't connect the dots. By sharing what I've learned, I hope to help you recognize these warning signs before they lead to a crisis. As we age, our bodies change, and so do the ways heart problems manifest. The classic symptoms you might expect, crushing chest pain radiating down the left arm, aren't always present, especially in those of us over 60. Instead, heart disease often reveals itself through subtler, easily dismissed signs. Let's examine these 5 critical warning signs that deserve your immediate attention. If you recognize any of these in yourself or a loved one, please don't wait to seek medical help. Warning sign number 1, unusual fatigue and weakness. The first warning sign I experienced was unusual fatigue that seemed out of proportion to my activities. I've always been an active person, tending to my garden and taking daily walks with my dog. But about 6 months before my heart attack, I noticed I was unusually tired after these routine activities. Simply mowing the lawn left me exhausted for hours afterward. I chalked it up to getting older, but this wasn't normal aging. It was my heart struggling to pump efficiently. According to cardiologists, this happens because when heart arteries narrow, the heart can't pump enough oxygen-rich blood to meet your body's demands during activity. The result is a profound, unusual tiredness that doesn't match your exertion level. Dr. Johnson, a cardiologist with 30 years of experience, tells his patients, if you suddenly need a nap after activities you previously handled with ease, that's not aging, it's a red flag. Take Margaret's case, a 67-year-old retired teacher. She noticed she could barely make it through grocery shopping without needing to sit down. After mentioning this to her doctor, tests revealed a 70% blockage in 2 coronary arteries. Early intervention potentially saved her life. If you're experiencing unusual fatigue, especially if it's new or has worsened significantly, please mention it to your doctor. It could be nothing or it could be everything. Warning sign number 2, shortness of breath with minimal activity. The second warning sign is shortness of breath that occurs with minimal exertion. For me, this began about 4 months before my heart attack. Climbing the single flight of stairs to my bedroom suddenly required a rest at the top to catch my breath. I blamed it on being out of shape, but it was actually my heart sending distress signals. When your heart isn't pumping efficiently, fluid can back up into your lungs, making it harder to breathe, especially when you're active or lying flat. According to the American Heart Association, 40% of people who experienced heart attacks reported unusual breathlessness in the weeks or months preceding the event. This shortness of breath may occur when climbing stairs, when carrying groceries or laundry, when walking moderate distances, when lying flat in bed, requiring multiple pillows to sleep. Even during conversation, Robert, a 72-year-old former runner, noticed he couldn't walk his dog around the block without stopping to catch his breath. His doctor ordered tests that revealed early heart failure. With proper medication and lifestyle changes, he's now back to walking a mile daily. If you find yourself more winded than usual with activities that were previously easy, please don't dismiss it. This isn't simply a sign of aging. It could be your heart calling for help. If you've experienced this symptom, give this video a like and share it with someone who might benefit from this information. Warning sign number 3. Subtle chest discomfort that comes and goes. The third, and perhaps most deceptive warning sign, is intermittent chest discomfort that's easy to dismiss. In my case, I occasionally felt a mild pressure or tightness in my chest, almost like indigestion or muscle strain. It would come and go, never lasting more than a few minutes. I took antacids and thought nothing more of it. This was my biggest mistake. Unlike the dramatic crushing pain portrayed in movies, heart-related chest discomfort in older adults is often subtle and intermittent. It might feel like pressure or fullness in the center of the chest, mild discomfort that comes and goes, a squeezing sensation that may last just minutes, discomfort that might radiate to the jaw, neck, back, or arms, a sensation often mistaken for indigestion or muscle strain. According to Cleveland Clinic, nearly 30% of heart attacks in people over 65 present with atypical chest symptoms that are easily attributed to other causes. This makes warning sign number 3 particularly dangerous. Susan, a 68-year-old grandmother, experienced occasional pressure in her chest for weeks, always after meals. She assumed it was heartburn until her daughter insisted she get checked. An angiogram revealed 80% blockage in her left anterior descending artery, often called the widowmaker. Prompt stent placement likely saved her life. Remember, heart-related chest discomfort often doesn't follow the rules. It may not be severe, may come and go, and might not even be centered on the left side. Any new or unexplained chest sensations deserve medical attention, especially after 60. Warning sign number 4. Sleep disturbances and night sweats. The fourth warning sign involves changes to your sleep patterns, particularly waking up breathless or experiencing unusual night sweats. About 2 months before my heart attack, I began waking up around 2 a.m. feeling anxious, short of breath, and sometimes drenched in sweat. I blamed stress and the summer heat, but in retrospect, these were critical warnings. When you lie down, fluid redistribution in your body can put extra strain on a weakened heart. This can cause sudden awakening, especially after 1 to 2 hours of sleep. Feeling anxious or short of breath upon waking, needing to sit up to breathe comfortably. Unusual sweating, particularly at night, difficulty staying asleep. According to research published in the Journal of the American Heart Association, sleep disturbances can both contribute to and result from heart problems. A study of heart attack survivors found that 48% reported unusual sleep patterns in the month before their cardiac event. James, a 74-year-old retired accountant, noticed he started waking up gasping for air about once a week. His wife also commented on his unusual night sweats. After mentioning these symptoms to his doctor, tests revealed early heart failure that responded well to medication. If your sleep patterns have changed or you're experiencing unexplained night sweats, especially if combined with other symptoms on this list, please consult your healthcare provider. Have you experienced any sleep changes you couldn't explain? Share your experience in the comments below to help others recognize this important warning sign. Warning sign number 5, digestive issues, mistaken for age-related problems. The fifth warning sign involves digestive symptoms that are often mistaken for gastrointestinal issues. In the weeks before my heart attack, I experienced occasional nausea and loss of appetite, particularly after mild exertion. I blamed it on my medication or possibly a stomach bug, but it was actually my heart. Heart-related digestive symptoms can include unexplained nausea or vomiting, especially after activity, feeling unusually full after small meals, abdominal bloating or discomfort, loss of appetite, symptoms that worsen with exertion and improve with rest. These symptoms occur because when your heart struggles to pump efficiently, blood gets diverted away from your digestive system to supply your vital organs. This reduced blood flow to the digestive tract can cause various gastrointestinal symptoms. Studies show that up to 40% of women and 30% of men over 65 experience primarily digestive symptoms during a heart attack rather than chest pain. This is particularly true for people with diabetes, who may have damaged nerve pathways that alter how they experience heart pain. Ellen, a 70-year-old with type 2 diabetes, experienced unexplained nausea and bloating for several weeks. When her symptoms worsened with her daily walk, her doctor ordered cardiac tests that revealed significant coronary artery disease requiring bypass surgery. If you're experiencing new or unexplained digestive issues, especially if they seem connected to activity levels, please don't automatically attribute them to age or medication. They deserve medical attention. When to seek immediate medical help. Now that we've covered these 5 warning signs, let's talk about when to seek immediate medical attention. Call emergency services immediately if you experience chest discomfort lasting more than a few minutes, sudden severe shortness of breath, fainting or near fainting, symptoms that feel different or worse than usual, any concerning symptom that doesn't feel right to you. Remember, it's always better to be safe than sorry. Emergency room doctors repeatedly tell me they'd rather examine someone who doesn't need emergency care than miss someone who does. Let's review the 5 silent warning signs we've discussed. Unusual fatigue and weakness, shortness of breath with minimal activity, subtle chest discomfort that comes and goes, sleep disturbances and night sweats, digestive issues mistaken for age-related problems. Since my heart attack, I've made significant lifestyle changes that have improved my heart health dramatically. I monitor my blood pressure regularly, follow a heart-healthy Mediterranean diet, walk 30 minutes daily, and maintain open communication with my cardiologist. Remember, heart disease remains the leading cause of death for people over 60, but early detection can save lives. By recognizing these subtle warning signs, you give yourself the gift of time. Time for intervention, time for treatment, and time for more precious moments with those you love. If you found this information valuable, please subscribe to my channel for more health insights based on my experiences. Share this video with someone you care about. It could literally save their life. Thank you for watching, and please remember, this video is for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider about any health concerns.